Look, dating can be very difficult for some engineers, but keep this in mind. Engineers make excellent mates. Think about it. We have stable jobs, we're surrounded by a bunch of other dudes, and we can fix anything around the house. Now, being an engineering success story, let me provide you with a few sound pieces of dating advice. We're going to talk specifically about male engineers finding a female date. Because, of course, there is the possibility of a male engineer finding a male date, and hypothetically, there are female engineers. And of course, hypothetically, there's Bigfoot too. The first rule of dating is to be yourself. That's not going to work for you. As you're preparing for the date, let's talk about wardrobe. Socks and sandals, while very comfortable at work, should never, ever be worn on a date. Nerdy t-shirts with trite sayings should be completely avoided. It's like a monkey wearing lingerie. For the first 5 minutes, it's very cute. For the rest of the time, incredibly disturbing. Let's move on to conversation. With only a few hours to spend time together, you need to make sure that there are some things you do say and some things you don't say. Do say things like engineer, salary, health insurance, 401k. Words and phrases to avoid include Linux, Higgs boson particle, World of Warcraft, Kruger flap, any word that starts with electro. Now before you pick her up, and don't forget you do have to pick her up, make sure you've eliminated anything homemade inside of your car. Homemade GPS, custom built stereo system on a breadboard, and your ham radio. Social protocol dictates that you should take her out somewhere to dinner. Now that dinner should always be ordered from a table and never from in front of a counter. Or a clown's mouth. She should never have to carry her own plate, and never make her pay. Unless it's expensive, then Dutch is cool. When it comes to dinner conversation, think about topics that you really enjoy, and then talk about something else. Dates can be very few and far between, so you want to make sure you maximize the opportunity to impress your future potential spouse. In most cases, going to a movie can kill the conversation for upwards of 2 hours. In your case, that's a good thing. And as a final piece of advice for my single engineering brethren, may it be this. When in a situation that you don't understand or don't know how to respond, think of someone who's been mean to you and ask, what would they do?